We're here in BIOFACH, yes, the biggest fair in the world, the organic fair, and we meet. I let you to present.
Yeah, hi, I am Biliana. I'm from Bulgaria and I'm a honey sommelier. Studied in Italy.
And honey sommelier, yes? So, sommelier de miere. So, today we will test our honey. She will test our honey to tell us which types of honey do we have there and if it's a quality honey.
Honey sommeliers can detect monofloral honeys and see if they're defects and if they are corresponding to the label for what they say they are. For example, you might have acacia honey, which is mixed with some rapeseed, which is not exactly acacia.
Of course, I know. we do all the things, all the honey that we done, we are doing it correctly. It's like for the acacia honey, we don't stay near the forest, because the bees can collect even rats or other flowers. No, we get inside of the forest, so that means that.
Yeah, but there are also many factors which can interfere with the proper flavor and aroma of the honey, because
the climate, yes.
Yeah, climate and also different plants which are nearby. Like for example, if you have just 5% of chestnut nearby, then it deteriorates the color and the taste, and you can detect it.
I know. The chestnut, we don't have it in Romania.
Ah, okay.
We don't have a big forest, but we have a lot of wild forests, of acacia. Yeah. So there it's not too much plants inside. But yeah. Please do. Please.
Okay, good. So where should we start with?
We have 4 types of honey. Okay. We started from this part. This is linden honey.
Okay.
This is oak trees and pine trees. Is a mixture between them. I told you that we have a forest near a part of the mountain, and the others is the oak tree and the linden. Because the linden grows with the oak tree together in the forest. This is acacia. You know it. Is the flowers inside, and this is. Wild flowers, just wild, not cultured.
So this is polyfloral honey.
It's like a polyfloral, but it's not like sunflower or drops.
Yeah, but it's mixture of different.
It's a mixture, just flowers from the mountains.
Okay. So I suggest we start with the acacia because this is lighter. If we start with linden, it has a very distinctive, strong taste, and aroma, it has an aftertaste. So this aftertaste might be not good to taste the acacia.
I know. I all the time tell to my clients when they wanted to test, don't start with this because the flavors remains a lot in your mouth.
Okay, so let's start with acacia.
I think the same.
Good. Okay. Well, first of all, when testing professionally honey, you should not eat it. You have to smell it first.
Oh.
So I should not smell it here, because this is not enough. I should just stick my nose in the jar.
You want to take it out? I will do so.
Is it easy?
It's easy. Okay. You just take it out, and now you can smell it.
So acacia, the true acacia, should be very delicate flower on the nose, and sometimes you can perceive cotton candy, like sweet, but not very sweet, not very flowerish. And on the nose, it is pretty clear, pretty true acacia, because unfortunately I'm from Bulgaria, and in Bulgaria at the same time we have rapeseed blossoming, which interferes with the quality of acacia.
Okay.
This one is okay on the nose. Let's see how it is on the taste. Acacia is, in terms of sweetness, acacia is pretty sweet because of the glucose-fructose ratio, of course, but it's quite delicate and no aftertaste. This is good, very ripe acacia, not too liquid, which is also something which...
the humidity, it's a factor that we don't cross over, We let the honey to be mature, That's why we have capachala, it's called in Romania. the honey wax come over,
Yeah.
you know, the sigil.
Some of the defects of honey which can be perceived in this sensory analysis is that you can detect, for example, metallic taste. You can detect smoke. You can detect if the beekeeper
Exactly.
had
He
put
was-
too much thymo in it.
I know.
And because honey is hygroscopic, which you well know,
Like a
you know that
strand.
it can suck from the air.
The smells and everything, yes.
Yes, the smells, which can bring defects, and it even can bring fermentation if it's not very well
Of course.
written.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
honey.
It's dry
But
enough.
this is excellent quality. I do envy you. I do envy you because as a beekeeper in Bulgaria, my hives are in a forest of acacia, and it is really good. But at the same time, some forget-me-nots blossom, which give it a little bit brownish color. So
Exactly.
this is
I
not
know.
true acacia. True acacia should be not only on the nose and on the taste, but should be clear like
the
so,
color.
a little bit yellowish.
We work a lot for this quality, you know. You know
Yeah.
that
The other day at the Spanish stand of one buyer of honey, I saw they had acacia honey from China. It smells like
I had
damp
somebody.
socks.
Yes.
Because
No smells as a honey.
yes,
It doesn't smell as
because
a
what
honey.
they do, which is forbidden in Europe, is that they vapor it. They collect it very liquid,
Yes,
and then they
put,
vapor it.
deshydrated.
But in the process, they bring smells in it, which is smell of some
Because of the factory.
exactly.
Oh,
so it does
that's
not,
why is it?
No, that's why it is. And
it's not the syrup inside. It's not because of the syrups.
I cannot know if there is a syrup because I didn't taste it, and because it should go to a laboratory to know this.
Yes, I know.
But by flavor, it didn't have any aromatic compounds which are typical for the acacia, and by the color, it was so white.
Light. Yes, I see. Somebody from China came to me if I'm
Very
interested to
suspicious.
buy it.
Very suspicious.
Yes, and I see it. It was like clear, like sugar. You know, it was not. It was clear. It is not acacia.
Yeah.
But they came here, you know, to sell me that acacia. When you come to sell something, I think you should give the best
sample,
for a
yeah.
sample. You know, if they give me that
imagine
sample.
if this is their best.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to say.
Yeah.
You know.
So far, your acacia is perfect.
Thank
You
you.
should go to some contests with it.
I had. I will tell you about this because we are the winner of the gold medal in European European Organic Festival.
Great.
So it was the gold medal winner.
Great. It's well worth it.
It was, and it was in 2023 and 2024 too. So in 2 years of a row. So we have consistency. So the same quality in the same years. And the last year, I didn't tell you before, but I think I could tell you now that we are the only company from Romania that was nominalized and awarded in European Commission awards. It is a big competition. I think you know it about its UA Organic Awards.
Yeah, I know it.
Exactly. We were the second company, the top companies organic from Europe. The second because the first one was Austria with the biggest browchery in the world.
Interesting.
So in the honey industry,
I know Hungarian acacia is pretty famous. What do you know about it?
Really, I didn't have time to check all the countries here and about the quality. We just produce it. You know, we are interested about our product. But
and then an interesting fact that acacia
I heard about that.
In Hungary, they plant acacia trees in order to have more harvest of acacia honey, whereas sadly in Bulgaria, acacia is considered a pest tree. So they not only don't plant it, they cut it. And
maybe it's good for the woods. In Romania, the same.
I know. I love acacia honey. This is the most expensive honey.
I know. Everybody loves acacia. The first time, the bestseller is the acacia honey.
Yeah. Naturally, good acacia stays without crystals for a long time. Yeah. So the also bad thing is if at the same time rapeseed blossoms at the same time. So if there's even a little portion of the pollens inside, it changes the ratio, the glucose fructose ratio,
Exactly.
and it starts crystallization on the
Over
bottom.
on the
You can
bottom.
see
Exactly.
this
Little
sediments.
crystals,
Yeah.
but this, soft crystals.
Yeah.
Like
And
like
also
us,
it
Linda.
interferes with the aroma because rapeseed has this basic smell of like cabbage soup. so
Yes,
it doesn't
I
go
know
well
that.
with
I
it.
know that. I had some honey 15 years ago because I'm a beekeeper from 15 years, and I have it on the shelf, just put away, you know, in my father's house, you know, and I just open it to see if it has some difference, but no. After 15 years, it was like yesterday. I have it, you know.
Acacia.
No, it special flower, you know,
Okay.
that it was a crystallized
Okay, so,
correctly, you
so
know.
maybe there was a lot of linden in it
The-
because linden usually
exactly.
makes this.
Exactly.
Whereas if you have a multiflora or a honey which is kept in the cupboard for a long time, it can layer in two parts.
Exactly. Separate
yes,
themselves.
yes.
Yes.
But we can talk about
But it
collapsing crystallization in another talk. Let's continue with.
Let's continue.
Okay, so now this is our second, which is honeydew,
Honeydew.
very good
Color.
color. When looking at the color, honeydew sometimes have reddish tones or greenish tones, and depending on if it's conifloral, it has this hues of reddish, and if it's more of the oak, it has the greenish.
The greenish. Exactly.
So this one, I cannot see here this light. It for perfect degustation, you must have
a good light.
best light. You must have a way to see the color, and also it is very important the air, the distraction, the noise, the temperature.
Really?
But,
The air?
Yeah. Well, for example, if you see panelists who are judges in a contest, they're in these booths, and it should be quiet and not very warm, and the booths are so that other people don't interfere. For example, if I have cream on my hands,
I
and
can smell the and intervene on
yes.
the okay. I understand now.
By the nose, I detect more coniferous than oak.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Because oak has this smell of dry fruits, of like baked plums.
That is
it's
really
more
true.
caramel, and in the fir trees you get more the pine, the how do you call the resin?
Exactly.
Maybe
exactly.
smoky.
The resin. That's the word. It's true because we have the oak trees planted between the linden tree, you know, because they are fighting for the light. So when it is oak tree and linden tree, they fight for the light and grow bigger, you know. If you plant just an oak tree in a field, you will see that it will be not growing up high, you know.
Interestingly, by the taste, I can get more oak than coniferous flower.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe the strong smell of the pine tree because it's stronger, but in the taste it's.
Linden, and by the nose, definitely this linden, high quality, I can say. This linden has a very distinctive smell. It's very strong. Usually you scale it light, medium, strong. This is very strong by smell, and it is true to the determination of the linden. So far so good. Let's see how it is by taste. Do you know that when you smell, there are two types of smell. First you inhale, but then there's a retronasal, and when you exhale, you get different compounds. That when you taste it with the mouth. Of course, on the mouth you perceive sweetness, bitterness, sour, savory. But then when you exhale, this volatile compounds the aroma back from the nose, and you see more than only from smelling like so. You feel more when you exhale. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, definitely. It's quality linden, very sweet, moderate, but I'd say going towards strong bitterness, very strong aftertaste. In the description of linden varnish, we can say where you receive some medical, not medical, medicinal notes, like medicine. It can have minty tones. I don't perceive mintiness here. It's very strong bitterness. If they speak mintiness, I don't get it. But definitely medicine. Bitter. Yeah. This is normal. This is typical for the linden honey. You see, if you, for example, if you're in a contest of linden honeys, if you have 20 samples or more samples of linden honey, and you have to see which is the best, good taste should be sweet, and the bitterness and time you should receive the medical tones, the mintiness, this is a true linden. Because bees are not robots, of course. They might take linden and they can take something else at the same time.
Of course, but that's why we are going inside of the forest. Not staying outside of the forest. No, that is
Yeah, but,
fly around 5 kilometers.
Yeah, this is true, but under the linden trees you have undergrowth.
It's not like outside of the fields.
It's funny you, it's aside from the topic of the linden, but when I said undergrowth, it's an interesting phenomenon. For example, if you orchard time from the spring, orchard trees, like for example from blossoms of cherries or under them, there are the natures. And then profile from the mountain, and from the roadside, all cherries, apples. We have these 5 petals, and then profile from the stallion, which goes underneath. Sometimes I get samples of cherry honey, and I can see lemons. Sorry, not very nice. Yeah, but it was in the garden and there were only cherries. Yes, and underneath it was yellow.
What they complain about our forest, in the forest, we don't find just one. We have the mushrooms, it's brown mushrooms, but it's very different.
What's the name in English?
It's like a champion, but it's bigger and it's got no.
Like porcini?
It's something like porcini. It's yellow inside.
Yeah, I know it. It was very good last love coach. Something like
So the forest just lives this because when we go there, we eat mushrooms.
Okay.
Because all the time.
Yeah, so you combine your hobbies.
I combine it because when you study nature, you know, it's nice to not to get try to.
Oh, these are great examples of Romanian honey. I am very happy that I tried them. I'll be honored if you share some honey too. So it was my pleasure.
It was a pleasure for me to know you, see that there is something like this, some beautiful honey, present, there is something like this. I just find out that in Italy, there is a course about it, and I will do it because I want to.
Oh, you promise?
I promise.
Okay.
I promise to, and we will be together. And I wait for you to meet me.
Definitely.
You should check.
Definitely, I would love to come, and I also would be very happy to join the society of honey sommeliers, because this is a group of around 400 experts around the world, and
That's why nobody knows about
still we don't have anybody from Romania.
So I will be the first one. So I started.
Vedi che l'hotel
So this I should check it on my list. It's my to-do list. Nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you.
So that is a cooperation between
Yeah.
That's me.
Good thing.
That means everybody's with passion, with loving for the this
Have a common cause. Thank you.